Fire. The technology that caused humans to evolve millions of years ago into the devastating power that ruins our planet. The nation that attacked the others in Avatar. The thing that burns you. What if I were to tell you that all of that hot plasma mess is actually controlled by a very nice girl in a green dress? Well, hello there, I'm Detroit. I feel like on the internet, most digital artwork you see is of cute girls. I'm a bit conflicted about that, because it's just a thirst trap to get more attention. People click on that sort of stuff. And it's not always a good representation of reality. It brings forth a twisted image of what people look like. If you followed the art community recently, there was a lot of talk about fixing people's art to stop bad body image cliches and stuff. However, as an artist, I have to admit that it is nice to draw cute girls. I really like doing that too. Cute girls and muscular dudes, but mostly cute girls. I don't do it a lot on this channel because I also have a ton of other more interesting ideas in my opinion. I spend my time building worlds and finding original stuff to draw to inspire you. So you can consider this a short vacation from my original plan, because sometimes I too want to draw something a bit more mainstream than a head split in two or drawing impossible stuff like mental disorders. This drawing is for a mini-series I had in mind for a while. Again, I'm not that original, but here I am. I want to draw a bunch of women with elemental powers. And I'm not gonna stop at one, so make sure to be subscribed right now so you see the next installment of my Elemental Girls drawing. I'm going to talk about her, the girl, for now, and a bit later on this video I will tell you more about my drawing process. Is that okay? Her name is Ashley, but she prefers to be called Ash, because ash is what remains after a fire. This little arsonist has the power of fire, you see? Her sisters only call her Ashley when she's in trouble, so for us, she should only be called Ash. Ash has a lot of temper. That is to be expected from the fire girl, right? I wouldn't say that she's a tsundere though. In her heart, she's very calm and docile. She likes to tease people and pull pranks on them, but it's always for good fun. She is very considerate and she's a good listener. One thing that the other girls like a lot about her, but they would never admit it, is her shyness. Sometimes Ash will purposefully bring attention to herself, just so people don't think she's shy, but she always fails to hide it properly. Ash's favorite dress is a green one with white frills on it. It's the one dress that she's had for the longest of times, and she wouldn't separate from it for anything. She likes to tease Mizu with it, saying that the dress makes her breasts look bigger, something that Mizu would never be able to pull off. Oh, by the way, I think Mizu will be the next Elemental Girl drawing I do. Tell me what you think in the comments. Would you like to see all the girls together? Mizu is Ash's closest sister and friend. Don't get me wrong, she loves all her sisters. They all do. But Mizu is like Ash's best friend. They are always together. Despite having opposite attributes, they are very close in terms of personality. So now that you have a bit of context as to who Ash is, let me talk about the drawing process. For this drawing, not only did I want to get a bit closer to the anime aesthetic than the stuff I normally do, but I also wanted to try out some stuff. If you take notes of different tiny details, you'll see what I mean. First of all, I wanted to work with shapes a lot. Except maybe 3 curved lines in the entire drawing, all the lines from the line art are straight. Everything is made from straights and somewhat sharp angles. This allows to bring more personality in the drawing, I think, by simplifying it. It makes the shapes pop up more, which is good for the pose I chose. Oh, by the way, the pose isn't from me entirely. I found a similar reference on Pinterest. I wish I could credit the original artist, but it's really hard to do on Pinterest. I searched for a while, but I only went from pin to pin and couldn't find the first appearance of the pose. In any case, drawing from reference is important. I could never have come up with a pose so dynamic and cute by myself, I think. I'm still not there as an artist. Going back to the shapes, you can see pretty easily from the fire and the smoke what I meant by straight lines. I never drew fire like that, like a blob rather than thin tendrils. I like it though, because it is also reminiscent of Ash's hair, which is fitting. As you will see at the end of the drawing process, even the lights and shadows are made from big shapes with straight lines. Talking about the lines, I want to direct your attention to the line art style right now. I used the same inking brush I always do, but this time I chose a very small size for my brush. I wanted the line art to be very thin. Every time I ink a drawing, I make the lines too big without realizing it until the end. This time I wanted none of that, so I purposefully chose a smaller size, which I think worked out pretty okay. In the end, I think this is a very nice drawing in many ways. I like the theme of it, the stories I can turn it into. I also really like the colors of this one and the contrast between shadows and lights. But more importantly, this is a great simple drawing because thanks to it I can make myself a list of things I need to improve on. Like the hands are clunky. They do not feel natural at all, so that needs a lot of work. The facial features are weird. I'm bad at drawing anime style, and even though this is more occidental cartoon-ish, it doesn't explain the bad choices I made for the eyes, nose and mouth. The folds on the dress are a bit strange as well. I don't know how to draw folds, especially without using some sort of gradient or soft transition to make the 3D fold effect. And there are maybe more things I need to work on that I could highlight from this drawing, but for now, as I'm looking at it, that's all that comes to mind. This is great, because I still have a lot of elemental girls to draw, so that's a lot of opportunities to grow. And when I put them next to each other, I will be able to see in which field I progressed and which area I still need to work on. The drawing is done now, and I'm in a jolly good mood. If you are in a good mood as well, click the subscribe button, and if you are not in a good mood, which I can respect, click the red button under the video. Haha, I tricked you, they're the same. Okay, now say goodbye to Ash, because next time it will be one of her sisters. You can watch all my digital drawings by clicking on the playlist on the left. Click my face on the right to subscribe. I shouldn't have to tell you, because you're supposed to have already done it. Anyway, I'm out. I'm Détroit, and as always, I'll see you soon. Bye!